violated? That's wrong, and we'll investigate.
Welcome to St. Petersburg, Florida. Wednesday Night Baseball is presented by Sears Lawn and Garden. The Yankees may simply just be preparing for the playoffs, but the Tampa Bay Rays have their season at stake. Just weeks ago, that seemed inconceivable, but the Rays' playoff hopes are alive and well here in Game 162. Boston will start its critical game in Baltimore in just a few minutes. Will the Rays see celebration, dejection, or a one-game playoff back here tomorrow? Welcome to Tropicana Field. Steve Berthiaume and John Kruk along the way. Krucky, when this month started, the Rays were 9 games behind the Red Sox for the AL wildcard. And right here, on the final scheduled day of the regular season, they are tied. And the Rays hope to win that wildcard. If not, at least force a one-game playoff with Boston back here tomorrow afternoon. How have the Rays rallied?
Well, they've gotten a lot of help from Boston, Steve. I mean, the monumental collapse that the Red Sox have gone through with their starting pitching. But give the Rays credit. They have taken advantage of everything that Boston hasn't done, the Tampa Bay Rays have done. Their starting pitching has been phenomenal. They have gotten clutch hitting. Last night, a big 3-run homer you mentioned by Matt Joyce, following another walk, the 5th of this series so far for Evan Longoria. So guys who you don't expect are picking it up for this team, and that's how they're winning ball games, and that's why they're in this position right now.
And they're in good position pitching-wise. They have their ace David Price on the mound, but Krucky, he's 0-2 in 5 starts this month. What's happening?
Well, I think it's his command. You know, a lot of times guys get away from the pitch that got him there. And David Price, the pitch that got him here is that fastball. He's come up with a cutter and a changeup, but he has to establish the fastball. When we talked to Joe Madden before the game, he said David has to pitch off his fastball, get strike one, and if he does, he's going to have success. The Yankees have their A-team out there today, so it's not going to be easy for him.
So let's take a look now at the Yankee lineup that will face Joe Madden's Tampa Bay Rays. Derek Jeter leads off. Curtis Granderson and Mark Teixeira 1 through 3. Cano bats cleanup.
Well, Robinson Cano, to me, is one of the best hitters in all of baseball, and he just strung together another great year. Only the 3rd Yankee to record a consecutive season with 40 doubles, 25 homers, 100 runs, and 100 RBIs. Special, Steve.
The original Yankee lineup had A-Rod batting cleanup tonight. There was a late scratch. Brandon Laird comes in at 3rd base now, and he will bat 9th. Everyone moves up. Krucky, here is David Price on the mound for the Rays, the former #1 overall pick, the Vanderbilt star. It's up to him.
It really is, and I think this is what he was made to do. This is the position that the Rays have put him in, and it's amazing how it comes down to that, isn't it? That your best pitcher, the guy coming in the season as your best pitcher, is the one that is going to pitch the game that could decide whether you get into the postseason or not.
And again, we were speaking with Joe Madden before the game. He said, watch out, David Price. He is really in a good spot with this cutter. Watch the backdoor cutter to right-handed hitters facing the lefty David Price.
Well, it's an out pitch, and anyone who throws 95 to 98 miles an hour like David Price can, if you can establish the fastball, especially fastball into the righties, and then you throw that backdoor cutter, there's just no chance to hit it unless you're looking for it. But how can you look for it when you can throw that hard?
Well, the guy who's going to get the first chance tonight steps into the box, and we are ready to go, John Kruk, for 162 here at the Trop in St. Pete. It's Derek Jeter.
And it might not be 162, might not be enough, Steve.
Jeter 298. 6 homers, 61 RBIs, and we are ready, the Yankees and Rays, on what is supposed to be the final day of the 2011 season. Jeter batting .365. Krucky, over his last 38 games. He has raised his average from .271 up to .298.
It's amazing. He did the same thing last year. The second half of the season, he just got hot.
Price misses high upstairs. We're 1-1.
I guess when you get older, the bones need time to get through a season, you know. So you get halfway through the season, you're trying to figure out what your body's going to allow you to do, and then the second half, you know what it does.
Well, he's speaking from experience.
Well, no, I'm done.
Jeter fouled back. Price ahead in the count here, 1-2. You know, it's interesting, Krucky, when you look at Jeter, he seemed to have been revitalized by that mid-season break he had. You mentioned he's getting older. In 68 games since coming off the DL on July 4th, he's hitting .335. He got some rest, and it appears to have done him some good.
Well, you don't know how big that is. And you remember a couple years ago, the 2009 season, the Yankees won the World Series. He had a great year. 2008, they didn't make the postseason.
Jeter battling here. It stays 1-2.
That extra month helped him so much for the following season. You don't realize how that happens. Well, 2009, they win the World Series. 2010, of course, they're in the postseason again. And he gets off to a slow start in the last couple years. But then the second half, he does pick it up. But, you know, rest when you're older is vital, and the Yankees now have some guys who can play shortstop to allow him to get rest.
Crucky fouled it off his foot there, and he's wearing that protective piece in the front of his leg, and it appears to have been well placed there.
It's amazing how they can place that thing in a perfect spot. But yeah, Derek Jeter is one of those guys. He dives over the plate. You know, his front foot almost hits home plate, so he is susceptible to any pitch inside because he likes to inside out the ball so much to fouling balls off his foot when he tries to pull them. That's a bad feeling. Trust me.
Jeter steps back in. The 1-2 from David Price. Bring him up. Crucky, he got the low strike there.
Well, he did, and Joe West is an umpire that can be a little lenient, and he can be you know, he can give you pitches, but once you command them, you command them. But you know, give David Price credit. They said Joe Madden said he had to establish the fastball, and he threw all fastballs right there in that at bat to Jeter, and that's how he got him.
Curtis Granderson, 262, 41 home runs, 119 runs batted in, and again he gets the call there from the Cowboy.
Well, Joe West is a guy that he's going to have a consistent zone, whether it's down in the zone, off the plate just a little bit, but you're going to continue to get it the whole game.
Granderson drops it into center field, and the Yankees have a run here in the first inning. Let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays defensively now. The lineup that's out there behind David Price. The outfield, Desmond Jennings, B.J. Upton in center, and Matt Joyce. And they're in right field. Evan Longoria and his 2 gold gloves at third base. Reed Brignac is the shortstop tonight. Ben Zobrist, who had a big home run early in last night's game, is the second baseman. And Casey Kochman is back. We'll tell you about his night yesterday. Coming up, Kelly Shoppick behind the plate. Here's Mark Teixeira. Low for a ball.
That's one thing about this Tampa team. When Desmond Jennings took over on an everyday basis in left field, it made their outfield defense so much better. They cover so much ground, looking for someone to help. B.J. Upton lost Carl Crawford, of course, to Boston, but Desmond Jennings has picked up and made some outstanding plays in left field.
Price with a look over toward Granderson at first, misses again, and Teixeira is ahead in the count 0-2. Mark Teixeira 2 for 4 in last night's game, 8 for his last 27. Interesting, the flip-flop that Joe Girardi made in that batting order. He had Teixeira 5th and Cano 3rd. And Teixeira's back up in his usual 3rd spot tonight. Of course, there was a late change. A-Rod the scratch. Here's the 2-0. Teixeira laces it to left field. Jennings is there at the track. 2 down.
Well, that's what a good enough fastball will do for you. 2-0. You know Teixeira's looking for something to hit out of the ballpark, preferably to pull the ball like he does. He's a dead pull hitter, and he got the fastball. He got it in a great spot, but just that little extra life from David Price got jammed him just enough to keep that ball in the ballpark.
So David Price will now face his second left-handed batter of this inning. In steps Robinson Cano, 304, 28 home runs, 118 RBIs. Cano 12 for his last 39, hitting .320 versus left-handed pitchers this year.
Well, because he has that ability to take pitches inside, hit it to left field, and when you make a mistake and he looks for it, he can turn on him and hit him as far as anyone.
Granderson still on first, and Price misses there with a ball. Cano's success against left-handed pitching, that .320 versus lefties, Crucky, leads the major leagues. He's got 45 runs batted in against left-handed pitchers.
Because he's so difficult to pitch to. He's like Tony Gwynn when Tony was in his prime. You know, you pitch him inside, you think, and he can hit it the other way.
Granderson takes off. It gets through Shoppick. Granderson will stop at second base, and now the Yankees have what could be the game's first run in scoring position here with 2 outs. Crucky, he's been keeping that ball low most of the night. That one got a little too low for Kelly Shoppick.
He was, but you look at Kelly Shoppick right there. His first move was his head popped up to see where Granderson was, and he just whiffed on it. Not that he would have had a chance because Granderson got a great jump, but you know, somewhere down the road, Kelly Shoppick has to, in this game, he might have to say, you know what, I have to catch the ball first because, you know, if not, we could have an easy run here.
So now first base open, and Cano ahead in the count 2-0. Gets an inside fastball, and Price has his first strike.
I think that's what sets David Price apart from most pitchers. 2-0 count with two power hitters in this Yankee lineup, Teixeira and now Cano. One, he jams him, he gets a pop up to left field, and the other one, he throws it by him, 2-0, when you know they're looking to just sit and spin on something. That's a good sign for Joe Maddon in Tampa.
We are scoreless top one, 2 outs here. Curtis Granderson on second, the 2-1 to Cano.
That hasn't been a big secret of what he's going to throw, is it? Just, here you go, 92 to 95. Go hit it if you can. If not, then I'm coming in here and I'm going to get a rest.
He's had a changeup that became a real weapon for him in August. It has been less so in September. We'll talk about that as the game goes along. And now we hear the Rays fans and their cowbells chiming in here, looking for that final strike to get David Price out of the top of the first inning.
Well, he's already sped up Cano's bat with 2 fastballs in. If he's going to throw a changeup, right now is a good time to do it.
95 fouled away.
I think the only thing that has surprised me about Robinson Cano and so far in his young career is the fact that he hasn't won a batting title yet. I think he's going to win multiple. I really do. That you mentioned the 320 against lefties. I don't see why he can't hit 340, 350 every year. He is that good.
He's got a home run derby title, still looking for a batting title. 2 outs. The 2-2 from David Price. Well, he is just fighting those off on the inside.
And that's what I mean. You know, you can say, well, okay, he sped up his bat. I've said it before, maybe a changeup, but you know, David Price is keeping it in on his hands, not letting him get out in front and trying to hit anything out of the ballpark to right field. But that's what makes Cano special. He's fighting these pitches off, fighting them off. If he makes a mistake, Cano might capitalize right here and drive in a run.
Looking at an 18-pitch first inning here and counting for David Price. This will be the 18th pitch of this inning. 2-2, 2 outs. Again inside, and again Cano fouls it off. They have a plan, it would appear.
Yeah, fastball in, hard in, hard in. Don't let him get out in front. But yeah, again, that could be. Robinson Cano's too good a hitter to not be a good thinker. And if I'm them, you know, 2-2 count. Look, you're not afraid if you put him on base. You know, Nick Swisher's, you know, driven in some runs this year, but you know, Cano's the guy you don't want to beat him. I'm spinning something right here, throwing the changeup or something off speed to keep him out in front.
There it is. Ground ball, second base. Zobrist can't handle it. Granderson will turn third, and the Yankees lead 1-0. It ate up Zobrist, Cruppy.
Well, it sure did, and Ben Zobrist usually a pretty sure-handed fielder, but you know, again, you saw Shopik take his eye off the ball when Granderson was stealing. You know, and this is just one of those things. You know, look, yes, it was hit hard. Yes, it did hug the ground on him, but that's a play that has to be made. Now you put your team in a hole.
And with the ball trickling into shallow right field, Granderson would easily score as he was rounding third there. And the Yankees have gotten to the Rays here. It's 1-0 now, 2 outs, still top one. And in steps Nick Swisher for the Yankees. Swisher, a switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Price. 260, 23 home runs, 85 driven in. Cano off first, short lead. Outside for a ball.
You got to give the Yankees credit. I mean, this is a game, you know, that means absolutely nothing to them. But yet you see Granderson try to steal a base. You know, guys are having great at bats, you know, against David Price. Cano had an unbelievable at bat right there to get on the air. So the Yankees are going to give them the biggest fight they can get from out of them against Tampa.
And again, Kelly Shopik is fighting to keep the ball in front of him. He stayed in front of that one, but Price is down here now, John, 2-0 here. 21 pitches in the first inning. We saw Jeter foul off a number of pitches. Cano's at bat was a battle. And now they get the pitch count up already here.
Yeah, and you hate to see it. 2-0 on the 3-4-5 hitter in the lineup. You know, you're asking for trouble when you get behind. I don't care how good a stuff you have. And his stuff is pretty good. He just can't command the first couple pitches of the at-bat.
2-0 to Swisher outside for a ball, and he's ahead 3-0. Andrew Jones is on deck.
But this is what we talked about in the open, Steve. The fact that, you know, his command hasn't been there in September. He's getting behind in counts. Yeah. Anybody, I don't care how hard you throw, strike one is the greatest pitch you can ever throw in a baseball game, and he's not been doing it.
Swisher turns on one, foul down the left field line. And you saw the expression on Joe Madden's face, almost a shrug, and this is not the start we were hoping for. 23 pitches and down 1-0 here, and behind 3-1 to Swisher.
No, and that means bullpen, and that means whoever can pitch that hasn't started in the last day or so is going to be out in that bullpen.
He loses Swisher, and the Yankees now have 2 on. Chandru Jones in there against David Price. Inside for a ball, 1-0. Andrew Jones, 247, 12 home runs, 32 RBIs. In 40 games since the All-Star break, hitting .296. Done a good job.
Well, he really has, and at this point in his career, this is what Andrew Jones is. He's a platoon player. He's a spot starter. You know, when you have to give Gardner a day off against a tough lefty like David Price, you know, Andrew Jones is a good guy to throw out there. Tell you what Andrew Jones is, though, his entire career, he's a great cripple hitter. When he gets ahead and counts, he'll look for something and try to turn on it. And David Price, once again, behind in another count. Behind in the count, and since the break, Jones hitting .356 versus lefties. He's in a good spot here. Takes a strike, 1-1. You saw Dave Martinez, the Rays bench coach, standing next to Joe Madden. You have to believe they're watching, well, I guess both the command and the pitch count. Yeah, well, the pitch count might go out the window in this one if he keeps it a one-run game. But, yeah, the command is what's the big concern because, and that's the thing, if he was a young pitcher this is first or second start in the big leagues, you're going to have a quick hook with him. You know, a guy who hasn't established himself like David Price has. David Price, you got to let him figure it out. And if he does, you're in good shape. If he doesn't, again, he can give up 4 or 5 quick ones. So you're looking for him to go 115, 120 at least? Yeah, well, if he keeps the runs down. Sure. Jones looks at a strike, and Price evens the count at 2-2. 28-pitch first inning here for David Price. Cano is on second. Swisher's on first. 2 outs here. The Yankees haven't run in. They lead 1-0. Now the cowbells here at the Trop are in full throw. The 2-2 to Andrew Jones. Left side, Brignac makes the play, and the Rays are out of the inning. But it's a 28-pitch first inning for the Rays' David Price. The run was unearned. That's an error on Ben Zobrist at second base. Curtis Granderson flies around third and scores the game's first run. The Yankees lead the Rays 1-0. We head bottom first here at the Trop.
So you're living paycheck to paycheck. Guess what? You're not alone. If you need extra cash for an emergency or any other reason, call Money Mutual. Money Mutual has over 100 short-term lenders who can lend up to $1,000, and they can put that money directly in your checking account in as little as 24 hours. That could give you a little cushion, so you're not living paycheck to paycheck. How do you get a loan? Just be 18 or older and have a regular income of $800 a month. So call Money Mutual at 1-800-555-CASH or go to moneymutual.com.
Tired of juggling food around flare-ups? Fed up with bonfire chicken? Frustrated when you and your wife knows you burned the steaks again?
It's not you, it's your grill. Actually, it's your grates. You don't need a new grill, you need grill grates on your grill. Grill grates are simply a better cooking surface.
Interlocking panels simply lay on top of any grill to form a new grilling surface. Grill grates protect food against flare-ups and keep foods juicier.
One of the secrets to grill grates is the bottom. It keeps the flames from engulfing the food from below, and it keeps the juices with the food sizzling and steaming back up into the food.
And you'll never burn a steak again. Grill grates sear, sizzle, radiate, and protect your food.
This is a great product. This is a must-have.
And it comes with a great tool. Half fork, half spatula, the great tool is designed to fit between the rails and reach below the food to gently lift, not scrape. No more sticking hamburgers or fish coming apart.
Don't replace your grill, replace your grates. Buy 2 or more panels and the Grate Tool is free. Prices start at just $19.99 per panel. Call or visit buygrillgrate.com to learn about our TV specials.
This product really works.
Look at all the foods that grill better with grill grates. Barbecued chicken won't be a bonfire, vegetables won't fall through the grill or get scorched, steaks are perfectly seared, not charred, you'll never grill fish in foil or a basket again. Grill grates are interlocking raised rail panels that form a new grilling surface on any grill. The Grate Tool comes with grill grates. Fish and vegetables are easy to handle and won't fall through or stick to the grill. Grilled pizza is amazing. Grill grates make a great gift.
This is the best gift I ever got him. And me.
I am so confident that you will love grill grates. Try them for 30 days. If you are not completely satisfied, send them back for a full refund.
Don't replace your grill, replace your grates. Buy 2 or more panels and the grate tool is free. Prices start at just $19.99 per panel. Call or visit buygrillgrate.com to learn about our TV specials.
Steve Berthiaume and John Kruk back with you at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. Curtis Granderson has scored the game's first run on an error on second baseman Ben Zobrist, and the Yankees lead the Rays 1-0. Here's the Tampa Bay lineup. John Kruk, Desmond Jennings will lead off, B.J. Upton, and then Evan Longoria in the 3 spot.
Well, he's the guy, and he's been as hot as anyone since June. 88 games, June 20th. He's leading the major leagues with 76 RBIs. Didn't drive in 100 this year, but right now, the way he's playing, he is the guy that the Yankees have to worry about.
And here's the pitcher that the Rays hitters are worried about. He is a rookie, and he's a big dude. Dellin Betances, 6'8", 260, just 23 years old, making just his second major league appearance and his first career start. He is a New York City native, and Desmond Jennings shows bunt. Dellin Betances made his major league debut against these Rays last Thursday. It was Yankee Stadium, and he had a bit of a Rick Vaughn Wild Thing moment. This is inside there. It's 2-0 to Desmond Jennings. He walked 4 and hit a batter in 2/3 of an inning. Command was an issue. 27 pitches, only 7 for strikes. He admitted after the game, hey, I was really nervous out there.
Well, you can imagine how nervous you would be. You grew up a Yankee fan your entire life. You grew up in Manhattan. You know, you always wanted to be a Yankee, play for the Yankees. You get a chance. Yes, you're nervous. I mean, my gosh, I was nervous the first time I ever went and sat in the batter's box at Yankee Stadium. It was my 10th year in the big leagues.
Well, the low strike he just got there from Joe West may ease those nerves. It's fouled back. Look out, Crucky. That was my first fouled back up here moment in the play-by-play booth.
Well, you got him.
You don't move like you used to.
I thought I had a quick first step, and it slowed up since then, but it doesn't.
You heard the audible groan from the Rays fans here when they saw that strike call, and now it's 2-2. Betances working to Desmond Jennings. Jennings, right field. Swisher's there, and he catches it in foul ground for the first out. The Yankees defensively behind Dellin Betances. The outfield is Andrew Jones in there for Brett Gardner against the lefty. Curtis Granderson plays center field, and Nick Swisher is in right. Andrew Jones, oh, by the way, 10 Gold Gloves. Brandon Laird is at third base. Gerald Laird's younger brother. Derek Jeter has 5 Gold Gloves at shortstop. Eduardo Nunez is the second baseman, Mark Teixeira. And look who's behind the plate, Jesus Montero, the rookie. We've seen him DH. Now we get a look at him defensively here as B.J. Upton steps in against Dellin Betances.
Well, you'd have to think that Montero has caught Betances somewhere in the minor leagues this year. So that might be the reason why he's back there. Give Russell Martin a blow before the postseason. A couple days off.
He's behind on Upton. B.J. Upton, 245, 23 home runs, 80 RBIs. The last 22 games batting second in Joe Maddon's lineup. He's hit .373. He's reached base in 21 of those 22 games. Betances misses there. And the count is 3-0 now. You mentioned Betances, Crucky, the minor league, spent most of the season at AA Trenton, 4-6, 3.42 ERA in 21 starts. 3-0. He misses on 4 pitches, and Upton is aboard. And here comes Evan Longoria.
And this is a situation right here. It happened last night in the game with B.J. Upton on first base. He steals second base. They walk Longoria. Joyce hit the 3-run home run. But if you're Joe Maddon in the Rays, the Yankees did it with Curtis Granderson when he reached base as a second hitter in the lineup for the Yankees. You know, you got to turn these guys loose. Right now is not a time to be conservative if you're the Rays. You've played like this all year, very aggressive, run the bases hard, continue to do it in game 162.
Longoria, 243, 29 home runs, 95 RBIs. There goes B.J. Upton. Montero has a problem getting a handle on the ball, and Upton has a stolen base. So they immediately, Crucky, test the young catcher behind the plate for the Yankees.
Well, I've realized even with my lack of speed that a 6'8" guy is pretty easy to steal off of. You look how slow Betances is right there, and B.J. Upton with an unbelievable jump, and this is what the Rays have to do. You have 1 out. What are you going to do now? You're going to walk Longoria and give Joyce a chance to drive in 2 runs instead of Longoria getting this opportunity. So keep running, keep putting pressure on a young catching than pitching battery for the Yankees.
Now with first base open, are you a bit more careful with Longoria here?
Well, I don't think Betances has the ability to be careful with anyone.
His command has been an issue.
He doesn't have command, so I mean he's liable to try to bounce this one and throw it right down the middle.
A look back, and Upton is back at second base. Evan Longoria has become an on-base machine. In September, 25 walks, an on-base percentage of .446. 78 walks this season, leads the team, and is a new career high for Evan Longoria. Betances, the 2-0. Outside for a ball. 54 walks in 71 games for Evan Longoria since the All-Star break. He's become a more patient hitter, and it's made him more effective.
A more patient hitter, but he's probably seeing the ball better. You know, it's amazing how when guys start walking more, all of a sudden their average starts going up and they start hitting better, isn't it? Well, you're walking because you're seeing the ball. So when they do throw a strike, you're actually seeing that also. And the Yankees are getting someone up in the pen. They're not going to wait around for Betances to try to figure this thing out.
We expect him to go about 3 innings before we see a parade of relief pitchers, but that may happen earlier here. As he throws a strike inside to Longoria, it's back to 3-1. Aaron Laffey is up in the Yankee bullpen on a left-hander. Upton on second. The Rays trail 1-0. 1 out here, bottom first at the Trop in St. Pete to 3-1. Longoria takes a cut. It's 3-2.
I like that.
Why?
Well, I like Longoria's swing. He did. It wasn't a I'm going to be tentative and try to slap something the other way. He was trying to give his team a lead, and that's what good hitters do. 3-1, and that just tells you he's seeing the ball well, because you take that swing 3-1. Now he can go to a more conventional. You know, if it's away, I'm going to try to slap it the other way. I'm going to take what the pitcher gives me thing. That one there, he was trying to do some damage.
3-2 from Betances to Longoria. Upstairs for a ball. And the Rays here have 2 on and a 1 out, trailing 1-0 bottom 1. And here's Larry Rothschild to have a discussion with 23-year-old Dylan Betances. 6'8", 260, as we said, a New York native, and he may have some nerves here wearing the Yankee uniform, certainly. Matt Joyce hit his big go-ahead home run last night in the 7th inning with a Rays down 3-2 against former Rays great Rafael Soriano. It was his first 3-run home run since his first homer of the year, back on April 29th against the Angels.
So he was due.
You might say that. Matt Joyce steps in now.
Well, they're trying to get Laffey ready because Johnny Damon's up next. And, you know, if Betances walks Joyce or gives up the hit right here, don't be surprised if Laffey's in the game to pitch to Damon, who's a left-handed hitter.
Well, coming up, you've got Joyce, lefty, Damon, lefty, Zober switch hits, and Kochman is a lefty. So Laffey might be a good call here if Betances loses Joyce. Damon on deck. Inside for a ball. Matt Joyce, 279, 19 home runs and 75 RBIs. There's a big difference in his home and road splits. He's a .317 hitter here at the Trop, 244 on the road. The strike, it's 1-1.
On the flip side, though, as an offensive player, a guy like Betances is a difficult guy to hit off of because he just threw one up and in, almost hit Matt Joyce, and then the next one he throws away for a strike. So you can't really dial in on any certain location. Like David Price was pretty much close to the zone every pitch. This guy's all over the place.
And he had to step off there. He and Montero did not seem to be on the same page. 1-1 to Matt Joyce. We're 1-0 Yankees bottom first. Fouled back, it's 1-2. You'll take note, upper right corner of your screen. We're keeping a very close eye on all 4 of the critical games tonight on this day 162 of the regular season here.
This isn't the most important one?
Well, that's why we're doing the game.
That's
there
exactly
you go.
right, Steve.
1-2. Misses, and the count evens at 2-2. No, ring him up. My fault. The Rays didn't like that call. Certainly the Rays fans didn't. And let's take a look.
Well, Joe West just had a hesitation of the call right here, and it looks like a breaking ball. Good pitch right there by Betances. Nothing to argue about.
Yeah, he's sort of McClellan the call there.
Yeah, I think he thought that wasn't the 3rd strike because he's thrown so many pitches already this inning, and he was going to give it the old, that's just strike 2. And then we realized, oh, that's strike 3. I got to do something else with the 2-handed thing.
So Betances gets a big strikeout, and here's Johnny Damon, 261, 16 homers and 73 driven in. He is the DH tonight for Joe Madden's Rays.
Oh, would it shock you if Johnny Damon got a base hit and drove in a run right here?
Not the way he's going.
He's been doing it his whole career.
Last night had big moments, Kruk. Passed Lou Gehrig for 57th on baseball's career hits list. He's ahead in the count here, 1-0. Big cut there and a miss. It's 1-1.
I guess that was an 86-mile-an-hour high changeup. Johnny was looking 94 up in the zone fastball, trying to hit it out of the ballpark. He missed that one by a lot.
He's been dialed in, 7 for 17, 2 home runs, 9 RBI in his last 6 games. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. And now we're talking about a young pitcher here. We looked at David Price, John, top of the first inning. Here's Betances now working on pitch number 23 here.
They don't have a curfew, do they?
Oh, some of these youngsters, they might. The 2-1. Damon takes a big cut, foul down the right field line. And the count evens at 2-2. It's a loud strike.
Johnny Damon's never been a possessor of the prettiest swing in baseball, but this is what he's been looking for. Every single pitch from Betances, something hard, something in to pull. That one there just way too far inside for him to keep fair.
2-2, 2 outs to Johnny Damon. The Rays have 2 on here. And Betances gets another call right on the edge, and he's out of the inning with 2 big strikeouts. The Rays strand 2 here. And after 1 at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, the Yankees lead Tampa Bay 1-0. Wednesday Night Baseball. Back after this.
This is the computer ICU. It's what happens to your computer when it gets infected, slows down, and crashes. And if you don't do something, your computer could wind up here in the computer graveyard. But it could be saved with mycleanpc.com.
Is your computer running slow? Are you frustrated with error messages, blue screens, computer freezes, and crashes? Then go to mycleanpc.com for your free diagnosis today. Then just activate the mycleanpc.com software to fix it in minutes. And computer specialists are available while you're online.
The best thing about mycleanpc.com was it had a free diagnosis.
My computer is 100% faster. You know immediately what the problem is, and the problem is solved right then and there.
Download your free diagnosis today at mycleanpc.com.
When bold performances create perfect moments.
History tonight in San Francisco.
When a rookie steals the spotlight and a phenom captures the imagination. When no-hitters are numerous. Where home runs multiply. When tradition translates into victory.
That ball is scorched.
And improbability is outweighed by hope when history happens next. Catch the postseason this October.
Great day for a move.
Yeah, you want to help?
Nah, I'm good.
Hey, I still owe you that $500.
Yeah, and a lawnmower. You've got DirecTV.
Yeah.
Call them. They'll hook up your new pad with phone and super fast internet, and you can get that whole home DVR upgrade for free. I just saved you over $500. It's like you owe me now.
DirecTV Movers Deal. Call now to bundle, plus get NFL Sunday Ticket included.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
There's been a massive takeover on Space Prison MS-1.
We want our freedom, or we crash this prison into Earth.
We can send in one man, Snow.
I'm thrilled that you would think of me. By going to space, get inside the maximum security nut house. That's a dream vacation.
Snow, what's going on?
I'm almost there.
Lockout. Movies start at Channel 125.
Back here at Tropicana Field, where the Rays are down 1-0. They don't want to go in the tank quite yet, but they need some runs. Top 2 here against David Price. It is the rookie catcher, Jesus Montero. Rocky, have you been over there to see the Rays?
No, I live down here. I see them a lot in the ocean. On the Gulf of Mexico.
Out there snorkeling, are you?
I scuba. I'm more of a scuba guy.
Yeah, I can see that, sure.
The wetsuit, the whole deal.
Oh, yeah.
The tank, the whatever that thing's called.
Well, you appear to be naturally buoyant. 1-0, the Yankees lead the Rays, top 2. 3, I'm sorry. David Price misses inside. The count is even at 1-1. Here's Jesus Montero. Yankee fans just thrilled, John, with what they see with this guy.
Well, they should be. He's a guy who has unbelievable offensive potential, and with Russell Martin, you don't know, how he's going to react to, to catching the full season. And, Posada's job is now just basically a DH. They're going to need a catcher, and they're going to need offense, and this guy can provide them both.
And Price, after laboring in the first, quickly ahead here, 1-2 with the count to Montero. The 7th hitter in the Yankee lineup. Montero, center field, Upton. He's out. That's a catch. So, John, David Price gets some help from his defense here. It cost them a run in the first inning with the Zobrist error, and now there's Upton, but it appears he may have injured his hand there.
Yeah, and that's the danger of this turf and diving, or even grass, too. The way he had to go down and get that ball, he couldn't position his hand in any other way but the way he did to make that catch. And sometimes you have to sacrifice. Okay, I know this is going to hurt, but we have to get it out. He got the out, but hopefully B.J. Upton can swing a bat.
He's not able to put his glove on, and finally it goes back on there as Eduardo Nunez, the second baseman, steps in. Drops down a bunt, foul. Nunez playing second base for the Yankees. Robinson Cano is the DH.
Well, he's played everywhere. Nunez has. He played third. He played some right field the other night. Didn't he play right field the other night?
He's
first start in right field or in the outfield in his career.
Well, Buck Showalter, when he was with us, always used to talk about the what ifs. What if this guy gets hurt? What if that guy gets hurt? And it's the what ifs like Eduardo Nunez who can carry you through portions of a season. 266, 5 home runs, 30 RBIs. Takes a strike and he's down 0-2. B.J. Upton seems to be okay now, John. We saw him moving that hand around, sort of flexing it, trying to get some feeling back or something, but he's not doing that anymore.
Well, he's probably in pain, and that's why he's not doing anything anymore, because it probably hurts to move it. But the big key is going to be his next at bat, because it's his bottom hand. Can he grip that bat, the power hand in your swing?
Oh, there it is now.
Can he grip the bat so he can swing and put a good swing on it? Of course, if he walks on 4 pitches again, we might not have to worry about it.
Price, the 1-2. Misses, and the count evens at 2-2. Eduardo Nunez, of his 30 RBIs, 14 have tied the game or given the Yankees the lead, so he does have a knack for clutch hits. 2 for 4 last night. 1 out, top 2, Yankees leading the Rays 1-0. The 2-2 to Nunez. Breaking ball, hit out to left center, and it drops in there. Nunez will have at least 2. Upton plays it off the wall, and Eduardo Nunez has a double.
Well, very early in this game, the first inning, of course, it felt like the Rays were a little nervous. See right there, Kelly Shopping picks his eye off the ball, looks for Granderson, and misses the ball. Not that he would have had him, but then this routine grounder, Ben Zobrist lets it go through his legs, allowing Granderson to score. But even when they recorded the final out of the inning off Andrew Jones, Reed Brignac right there looked like a short arm throw, bounced it. Kochman made a great pick to save another run from scoring and save another error for the Rays. But it looked like the first inning a little bit tentative, a little bit nervous for the Rays.
Brandon Laird looks at ball 1 from David Price. He was a late addition to the Yankee lineup. This was announced about 20 minutes before the game. Originally, Alex Rodriguez was playing third base, but A-Rod was a late scratch. Laird in there at third base and batting ninth. Has played in just 10 games. Got a chance here to drive in a run. He fouls it back. It's 1-1. Brandon Laird is the younger brother of Cardinals catcher Gerald Laird. So both Laird brothers playing big games tonight.
Well, can you imagine how the family's torn?
Well,
now this one isn't as big for Brandon as it is for Gerald. They're going to the playoffs. He might not be because he's a September call-up, but the Yankees are, and he just delivered a big hit.
Knocks it into left field. They'll put the brakes on Nunez at third, so the Yankees have first and third, and it's a single for Brandon Laird. And New York has something going here, first and third, 1 out, top 2. And now we'll look at Derek Jeter with a chance to drive in another run.
Well, this is the beauty of the American League. The bottom of the lineup, no pitcher hitting, and Brandon Laird hitting ninth. That's a pretty good swing. That bat stays in the strike zone a long time. Great high follow through, which I absolutely love. And that base hit to left field. And now the potential for another run, possibly a big inning for the Yankees with the top of the order coming up.
Reed Brignac in there from shortstop to have a little conversation with David Price's back at short now. Longoria is well over at third. And here's Jeter. He struck out in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Nunez on third. And Laird on first. Jeter looks at a strike. So far, David Price, 1 earned on 3 hits, 1 1/3. The run came in on an error by second baseman Ben Zobrist. And the pitch count, as you see, this will be number 43 here through so far on what is only 1 1/3.
Well, he needs to get Jeter to hit into a double play to get that pitch count down and get him in the dugout and give his team a chance. Because if Jeter comes up with a hit here and the rest of that lineup following, that power comes up behind Jeter, the last thing you want to see the Rays is a 3 or 4 spot dropped on them right here that could end their season.
Granderson on deck. 2 on for Jeter here. Yankees lead 1-0 top second. No score, Red Sox and Orioles in Baltimore. Jeter takes a big cut at a miss. It's 1-2. We talked to Joe Madden, Crocky, earlier today about tomorrow, because tomorrow is a very real possibility the way things are going. And, you know, just considering the fact that we're playing this game under these circumstances, why wouldn't they need one more game? But he's not worried about that. Tomorrow's tomorrow. We got to get through today.
Yeah, tomorrow's irrelevant if they don't do their job tonight. I mean, and if they do their job tonight, tomorrow still might not be relevant. If Boston loses, so yeah, I mean, this is it. This is Game 7. This is the playoffs. This is every man on board. And if you have to play tomorrow, you worry about that. The pitchers, the rotation, the whole deal. You worry about that tomorrow.
They have some depth. We've seen certainly Matt Moore has been a weapon, and you wonder how he factors into the equation perhaps tomorrow. Inside, Jeter, nice job there by Shopik to corral that one. And now Price is looking at a full count here.
Well, I know the book on Jeter's to pitch him inside, but David Price has pretty much thrown every single pitch in both at bats inside to Derek Jeter. You know, don't be surprised if he gets one inside and Derek Jeter does that little patented inside out flip one over the second baseman or first baseman's head for a single and to drive in Nunez.
With 3-2 to Jeter. We saw this in his first at bat, John. He fouled off a whole bunch of pitches, and he's making Price work again here.
I'm sure that when Joe Madden was going over this game in his head, he never envisioned over 50 pitches in the first 2 innings from David Price. Yeah, this isn't what he was hoping for. So now it's scramble time. Okay, now what do we got in the 6th and 7th? Who's going to pitch?
Walking. Bases loaded for the Yankees. Here comes Jim Hickey out to have a conversation, the Rays pitching coach. Here's another look at the 3-2.
Well, again, he's trying to come inside. They're sitting right underneath Derek's left elbow, and it pitches just off the plate. You know, Derek Jeter's a veteran guy. You're not going to get 6-8 inches off the plate and get Derek Jeter to get a called strike on it. David Price has to figure out a way now to come up with his best stuff. This to me is the game right here. If he gives up a big hit right here to Granderson, their season could be over. This is the game. Even though it's a second inning, this to me is the at-bat right here that could determine whether the Rays go to the postseason or not.
Baseball tonight is the sweet spot for all the midsummer storylines.
It is breathtaking to watch them at their age.
Whose hot starts will keep sizzling?
How about that?
Which contenders are for real?
Clint Hurdle's doing a heck of a job with that team.
Who's looking for help?
What moves is he possibly going to make with this team?
And who's poised to push through the dog days?
I think it's the Nationals that are going to run this thing to the end. I just do.
As the summer heats up, baseball tonight is the sweet spot. Every day on ESPN and ESPN2.
Instead of trying to beat your friends in rambunctious rhinos, use Matthew Berry's rankings to beat them at fantasy football, exclusively on ESPN.com. Start a league with ESPN today to access insightful analysis from Matthew Berry and the rest of the ESPN fantasy crew. With their help, this season is your chance to get some real bragging rights. Start a league with ESPN today, so that when you're the commissioner, you'll get the respect you truly deserve. Sign up your league today at ESPN.com/fantasyfootball.
Look closely. This $50 Buffalo gold piece is the first United States coin ever struck using .9999, that's 4 nines, pure 24-karat gold. The U.S. government had to stop production because of a shortage of specially made gold blanks. It's no wonder the price of this edition is going through the roof. Now you can reserve your own copy clad in 14 milligrams of pure gold. The final issue price was to be set at $50 per proof, but now this private non-monetary gold-clad masterpiece can be yours for only $9.95. With gold skyrocketing, price can only be guaranteed for 7 days. Each new 2012 $50 gold Buffalo Tribute proof is clad in 14 milligrams of pure gold, is proof struck, and utilizes the famous Buffalo nickel design. Strict limit of 5 proofs per caller. You must hurry. Call now.
To order, call 1-800-495-1379. That's 1-800-495-1379. Strict limit of 5 proofs per caller. Call 1-800-495-1379.
This season, Jimmy Johnson knows that there's nothing more painful than losing. Not running out of fuel on the last lap. Not getting hit in the ear with a frisbee while jogging through the infield. Not getting a paper cut, then making fresh squeezed lemonade. Losing is even more painful than rescuing a baby porcupine from a thorn bush, raising it as your own, then releasing it back into the wild.
Goodbye, Pricklebear.
Jimmy Johnson knows that if losing didn't hurt, winning wouldn't feel so good.
The Open Championship, golf's epic poem. A perfect storm of skill and luck, disaster and triumph. The Open Championship continues tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. Eastern on ESPN.
And they'll face a guy, Curtis Granderson, that for a left-handed hitter hits lefties pretty well. .271 with 16 home runs. Had a base hit in the first inning. He's 1 for 1. Up here in the second inning, 1 out, bases loaded, 1-0 New York. Granderson pops it up. Longoria in from third. 2 down.
Well, perfect right there. He used the aggressiveness of Curtis Granderson, which he is a very aggressive hitter. He will chase balls out of the strike zone. David Price buried one in on his hands and got what he had to get. He's either going to get a rollover grounder or he's going to try to get a pop-up to get a quick out and now make a 2-out hit beat you. Got a big out right there from Granderson.
He's got one more big out to get here. It's bases loaded for Mark Teixeira. Teixeira flew out to left field in his first at bat. Price ahead in the count 0-1. That's 50 pitches for David Price.
50 pitches, but that was probably the smartest one he's thrown because he jammed him 2-0 to get the pop up to left field his first at bat. So Teixeira has to be thinking, okay, middle in. He throws him a fastball away for strike one. Teixeira couldn't touch it.
Teixeira 8 for his last 27. A chance to do some real damage here. Price got one big out there and needs one more here.
Well, here's the pitch, Steve. 2-1. You don't want to run it 3-1 with Teixeira. He's a great cripple hitter. This is the pitch you want to get him out on. He's been trying to get him out away, tried to change speeds there. He's going to go fastball away and hope he gets an out.
He gets a foul ball and an even count. It's 2-2. 96.
And now he can go either way. He can go back out there with a fastball. He can try to tie him up inside with something hard, or try to get Teixeira to chase something down in the zone, that off-speed pitch, a changeup possibly. So many options right now, 2-2, as opposed to what could happen 3-1.
Outside, and now it is a full count with the bases loaded.
Oh, this is the pitch right here. This is okay, Mark Teixeira. You're a great fastball hitter. You're a great power hitter. I'm a great fastball pitcher. Here it comes. See what you can do.
Bases loaded. 3-2 pitch, 2 outs. Teixeira drives it to left center. Grand slam. The Yankees lead 5-0. Mark Teixeira, a grand slam, his 38th home run of the year, and New York has got 5 here against the Rays and David Price. Rocky, you called it. That was the key at bat in the Rays season, and it did not go their way.
Well, it really was. He did an excellent job to get Granderson to pop up to get the second out, but You can't continue to get behind these Yankees hitters. You can't continue to pitch 3-1, 3-2 to these powerful Yankee lineup. And he made the mistake that Teixeira doesn't hit 30 homers and drive in 100 every year because it's an accident. I mean, there's a reason why he does it year in and year out, because he gets in situations where he knows what pitch is coming, where a pitcher has yet to command anything other than his fastball, and so he sets on it and he hits it out of the ballpark.
And this is what it's like to deal with the Yankees. In steps Robinson Cano. He hit the ball to Zobrist. That was the error in the first inning that delivered the first Yankee run, fouled back. The Rays have rallied all year. What does this do to the emotional investment that Joe Maddon was talking about?
I think what you do as a player right now, you look at it and say, hey, look, man, you know, we still have 8 innings. We've scored more than 5 runs in a game, and they have all young pitchers who are going to pitch in this game. We still are in this thing. We have to keep them there, though. We cannot allow any more runs. But we know we have 24 more outs the Yankees have to get on us, and we think we're still in this thing. This is the 7th inning, over, done. But now it's early. They still have a chance.
Cano fouled up the first base, fair up the first base line. Kochman gets the Rays out of the inning. But Mark Teixeira comes up with the big hit, a grand slam. And David Price watches it go. There it is. The Yankees lead 5-0. We go home half of the 2nd inning here at the Trop. Wednesday Night Baseball on ESPN. The Rays need some offense.
You spend hours trying to get it right.
You're drilling the wrong hole.
You struggle and sweat.
It's still not level.
And then there's all that mess. There's gotta be a better way. Introducing the Drill Buddy. It's a laser level, drill guide, and dust catcher all in one. Drill Buddy's unique auto-attaching function secures it firmly to any wall. Its laser leveler lets you make straight, accurate lines, while its built-in vacuum sucks up dusty residue, so there's no messy cleanup. With Drill Buddy, you'll quickly hang mirrors, effortlessly add decorative shelves to your walls, make boring rooms come alive, and perfectly hang wall-mounted TVs with ease. Jobs like these would be a headache for one person, or take 2 people several hours to complete. But with Drill Buddy, you'll get it done like a pro in no time.
I wouldn't dream of hanging these cabinets on my own, but Drill Buddy made it really easy.
Drill Buddy is easy to use. Just place it on the wall, switch on the laser line, and adjust it until the bubble is in the middle. Then activate the high-powered vacuum to keep it in place. Next, make your measurement and your mark. Then disengage the vacuum. Place the drill guide over the mark, re-engage the vacuum, and drill your perfect hole while the Drill Buddy collects the dust. It's that easy.
Drill Buddy takes the guesswork out of hanging things. It's like having an extra set of hands.
Why spend hundreds hiring a carpenter when the Drill Buddy can be yours for just $19.95? But wait, call now, and as a special TV bonus, we'll send you our Stud Finder, yours free. Simply pay extra processing and handling. Just place it on the wall to find the perfect place to drill. You'll get the Drill Buddy and the Stud Finder for only $19.95. Order your Drill Buddy now.
To order your Drill Buddy with bonus Stud Finder, call 1-800-817-8583 or visit trydrillbuddy.com. This offer is not available in stores. Call 1-800-817-8583 or visit trydrillbuddy.com to order now.
With my busy life, it's hard keeping up with all my teams. But with ESPN Radio on my laptop, iPhone, and iPad, I can listen whenever I want.
Ryan described it well, the moment on Twitter when everybody suddenly was...
This is our bestseller right here.
Yeah, you can do both. You can't do both. It's either an all-time brain freak.
So I can stay on top of the action no matter what I'm doing.
Welcome back to Sunday Night Baseball. Listen to your sports wherever you are with the new ESPN Radio app or at espnradio.com.
Berthiaume, John Kruk along the way here at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg. It is Jeter, Granderson, and Teixeira here in the Yankee inning. And they're already up 5-0 as they start the 4th against David Price. Jeter has struck out and walked. Four of the Yankee 5 runs coming on Mark Teixeira's grand slam, his 38th home run of the year. The Rays had 2 pitchers warming up here. As you see David Price's pitch count there now at 83. There's only one currently throwing on the Tampa Bay sideline. Jeter takes a cut, fouls back.
Well, David Price has to do something to get this crowd back in this game. He's the one who took the crowd out of it. The enthusiasm just not here right now. The atmosphere is nothing, non-existent. He has to do something this inning, a 1-2-3 quick inning, get his team back in, and hopefully they can score some runs. But this place is just silent.
Well, it was interesting. The first inning, you know, you could hear the crowd groan on strike calls and non-strike calls. And you're right. Since the Teixeira grand slam, the cowbells have been silenced, and it's.
I tell you, it's amazing how a grand slam can silence so many people.
Yeah, it'll take the fun out of your cowbell if you get my gist. Yeah, they're not having any fun.
No, and that's what I mean. And they're waiting for something good to happen, because right now nothing's good happened for Tampa. The only thing good that's happened is that the Red Sox and the Orioles are still tied.
Price, the 2-2 to Derek Jeter. Popped him up. Zobrist calling for it in shallow right. 1 away. Let's take a look at the American League playoff outlook. Now, the Yankees, by winning the AL East, will not play the wild card, because you cannot play the wild card if it's in your division, if you're the division winner. So it's a race here, John, for the Tigers and the Rangers to win the right to avoid the Yankees. And the Rangers.
I don't know if you'd want to avoid. Why would you want to avoid either one of those teams?
You got to play somebody. And here's where we are right now. 90-71, the magic number. Curtis Granderson in there for the Yankees, and he looks at a ball.
I tell you what, Texas is not going to be an easy out, the way they've been pitching, the way they can score. And, you know, with Verlander going game 1 and game 4, you know.
Well, they may go Porcello game 4. Jim Leland has been hinting he might go Porcello game 4. So that.
Well, if they're losing.
Yeah. If they're down 2-1, you'll see Verlander,
yeah.
Sure.
I'd throw him every chance I got. Well, oh my gosh! If
the
his arm
combination,
fell off, so
it's really become a combination of Verlander and Doug Fister. Tremendous job since Fister came over in that deadline deal from the Mariners.
And in spring training, Jim Leland said he would put Verlander and Scherzer up against any 2 in baseball.
Price brings up Granderson. 2 outs here in the Yankee 4th. Here's Mark Teixeira in his last at bat. He hit his 38th home run of the year. A grand slam. And he did not miss it.
He did not, but it was just fastball after fastball after fastball. And, you know, 2 at-bats of nothing but fastballs. Mark Teixeira, any hitter's going to time it. But, you know, a guy that hits 30 and 100 every year, he has the ability to time it better than most. So it was just inevitable that he was going to hit something hard. He just missed a home run his first at-bat 2-0. Got jammed a little bit. And good hitters will get out a little quicker and won't get jammed again.
Teixeira may have another one here. Just under the catwalk, gone for a home run. Two swings, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs for Mark Teixeira. The Yankees lead the Rays 6-zip. John, how about the pitch here to Mark Teixeira?
Well, again, it's another fastball. And this one's middle in, not a bad location, but yeah, I keep reiterating. You can throw a young kid fastball after fastball after fastball. You can't throw a veteran power guy who's a run producer like Mark Teixeira the same pitch over and over again. I don't understand this selection of pitches that David Price and Kelly Shoppach are going through right now with Teixeira.
Robinson Cano in there for the Yankees, and he takes a ball. Interesting that Teixeira is doing this against the lefty David Price. Coming into tonight, he hit 37 home runs, 24 against right-handed pitchers. He struggled average-wise against lefties, because usually they overload with a shift. The power has been there, though, against the lefties. Or pardon me, against the righties. Tonight it comes off the lefty. 2 home runs off David Price.
But, you know, I don't care how hard you throw. If like I said, if you continue to see fastball, it becomes BP. You know, you just time it different than you do BP. You start a little sooner, but, you know, fastball, fastball, fastball. I mean, it is batting practice after a while, unless it's 100, and then it becomes a little different. But you know, David Price has been in between 92, 94, every once in a while 95, but you know, it's not that overpowering 97, 98 that we saw, you know, last year from him.
He's behind 2-1 here to Robinson Cano. I don't think she can see where the ball went there. Or she's looking at those Rays again. Popped up. Brignac, Zobrist. It'll be Brignac in shallow center field, and the Rays are out of the inning. Once again, Mark Teixeira has provided the Yankees with some pop. His second home run of the night is a solo shot, and it's made it 6-0 New York, going bottom 4 here in St. Pete.
This is the computer ICU. It's what happens to your computer when it gets infected, slows down, and crashes. And if you don't do something, your computer could wind up here in the computer graveyard. But it could be saved with mycleanpc.com.
Is your computer running slow? Are you frustrated with error messages, blue screens, computer freezes, and crashes? Then go to mycleanpc.com for your free diagnosis today. Then just activate the mycleanpc.com software to fix it in minutes. And computer specialists are available while you're online.
The best thing about mycleanpc.com was it had a free diagnosis.
My computer is 100% faster.
You know immediately what the problem is, and the problem is solved right then and there.
Download your free diagnosis today at mycleanpc.com.
And I hope this gets to you. And I hope this gets to you.
Look closely. This $50 Buffalo gold piece is the first United States coin ever struck using .9999, that's 4 nines, pure 24-karat gold. The U.S. government had to stop production because of a shortage. Made gold blanks. It's no wonder the price of this edition is going through the roof. Now you can reserve your own copy clad in 14 milligrams of pure gold. The final issue price was to be set at $50 per proof, but now this private non-monetary gold-clad masterpiece can be yours for only $9.95. With gold skyrocketing, price can only be guaranteed for 7 days. Each new 2012 $50 gold Buffalo Tribute proof is clad in 14 milligrams of pure gold, is proof struck, and utilizes the famous Buffalo nickel design. Strict limit of 5 proofs per caller. You must hurry. Call now.
To order, call 1-800-447-9491. Strict limit of 5 proofs per caller. So call 1-800-447-9491.
We have a new pitcher on for the Tampa Bay Rays. It is the 32-year-old Dominican right-hander Juan Cruz, replacing David Price. Biggest game of the year, John Kruk, for the Tampa Bay Rays, and David Price is gone after 4 innings.
Yeah, and very disappointing. And yeah, again, when you can't command off-speed pitches against the Yankees, you're in trouble. And David Price was in trouble from the start, but with the fact that his cutter that Joe Madden talked about, the backdoor cutter, and the changeup that he thinks has become a plus pitch, were just not in use tonight.
And Joe Madden and Dave Martinez, his bench coach. Here's Nick Swisher. Swisher fly ball right field. Joyce is there. 1 away. A couple of cowbells, a couple of foghorns. That's about it.
Yeah, it's you know, Mark Teixeira decided to silence a bunch of people in this game tonight. You know, like I said, something. The Rays need something to get these people back in it and get themselves back in it. Just some jolt to something. They thought they had it with Kelly Shopik's long fly ball to center field, but again, it's you know, you can see it right there. I mean,
yeah, that look says it all.
Yeah, this is like okay, if it doesn't change in an inning or two, Elvis doesn't even like it. I mean, when Elvis doesn't like it,
yeah,
something's wrong.
Well, at least he hasn't left the building.
Thank goodness.
Cruz falling behind here to Andrew Jones. It's 2-0. Jones grounded to short in the first and struck out in the third. Cruz gets the high strike from Joe West.
That's been Juan Cruz through his entire career. Good fastball that'll run in on the righties, but then that big kind of three-quarter sidearm slurvy little breaking ball that starts behind the right-handed hitter and ends up on the outside part of the plate like that one did there to Andrew Jones.
Jones turns on one and hits a deep fly ball down the left field line. Fair ball, home run.
Well, we mentioned his last at bat when he had a runner on when Swisher was on second base with no outs. And the infield was pulled way over because you'd think he would try to hit the ball the other way to move the runners, but that's not what Andrew Jones' career has been made of. You know, he made his splash when he was 19 years old in the World Series against the Yankees when he was with Atlanta, hitting home runs off, you know, the Yankees pitchers, and that's him right there. He'll get something middle in through three slurves to him, and then all of a sudden Cruz tries to sneak that fastball by him, and that's Andrew Jones has made a fabulous living on that fastball middle in, and he just made some more right there.
Ball one to Jesus Montero. Mark Teixeira's reaction. He's done that twice already tonight. Won a grand slam.
Well, Teixeira hit 2 home runs, like you said, but that one from Andrew Jones right there, that sound, it was different than Teixeira's sound. I mean, that one, you can tell how far that was going to go. You just didn't know if it was going to stay fair, but it was going to carry it.
We saw Kelly Shopik on that pitch, John, set up low and away, and Cruz missed his spot big time.
Yeah, you know, we say that a lot about missing spots, but, you know, Andrew Jones has never been a guy, I don't think, that reads tendencies of pitchers. I think he just sees it and hits it, which is not a bad way to go. I mean, he just got to that one really quick. And, you know, again, he was looking for a fastball every pitch. He finally got one. And, you know, good players don't miss him. And Andrew Jones, not the player he was when he was an Atlanta Brave, but you know, every once in a while it comes back.
Now 34 years old. Montero, fly ball center field. Upton. 2 outs. Let's take a look at our pitching summary for the night, brought to you by Exxon Mobil. John Lester starting on short rest, a left-hander for the Red Sox, and David Price on regular rest, a left-hander for the Rays.
Well, the 97 pitches, and the Yankees are built on getting pitch counts up, getting guys out of game early like they did with David Price, but it's logical. The more pitches you see from a guy, the more you're going to be comfortable hitting off of him. And John Lester, not conserving his pitches, but 60 is still very reasonable, as opposed to, you know, the 250 that Price threw, it seems.
Here's Eduardo Nunez. He's been up twice, has been on base twice, a double in the second and a walk in the third. 268 now on the year. Ooh, Nunez way out in front of that one.
That's that big slurve that Cruz throws, and that's got to be tough on the right-handed hitters.
Well, as you mentioned, it can't be fun if you're a right-hander, and now we have at least one guy up in the Rays bullpen. It can't be fun for a right-handed hitter when you're facing that sort of sidearm slurvy stuff from the right side. He's up 0-2 on Nunez.
And can back it up with 94.
That appeared to be the pitch he was trying to throw to Andrew Jones.
Yes.
Say that location.
Get him to look at it, get him to see it. If he chases it, great. If not, then I'm coming back with the slurve. This is the same sequence he wanted with Andrew Jones. Problem is, he missed and Andrew Jones didn't.
They go back to the same spot. Ring him up.
Hi, I'm Joe Theismann, and that's how I used to feel. Worried that I wouldn't be able to find a bathroom when I needed one. My aging prostate was giving me fits, but that's not the answer. This is Super Beta Prostate, and you can even get a free bottle. What a difference it's made in my life. Now I don't have to go to the bathroom as often, and I usually sleep through the night, waking up refreshed and ready to tackle anything. What's so special about Super Beta Prostate is that it is the most widely used supplement supporting a healthy prostate. Did you know that 50% of men over 50 and 80% of men over 80 have an aging prostate issue? Chances are you need Super Beta Prostate too. Super Beta has a trusted 10-year history and is all natural, made from a scientific breakthrough plant sterol called beta-cytosterol, which helps relieve your sudden urges to go to the bathroom. You'd have to take 100 saw palmetto capsules to get the same amount of beta-cytosterol as you would from just one Super Beta Prostate tablet.
If you want a stronger urine flow and more complete emptying of your bladder, I recommend Super Beta Prostate. Super Beta Prostate works.
Gotten used to getting up multiple times a night, and I kind of adapted to that, you might say. I thought that was maybe normal, and once I started taking Super Beta, it just changed my life. Now getting up maybe only once, I have more energy the next day.
Now with Super Beta, I find that I can comfortably get to my destination without the concern of this uncontrollable urge to want to use the bathroom.
So if you're tired of waking up so often in the middle of the night to go, or tired of trying to figure out the fastest way to the bathroom, then try a free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Don't accept the issues that come with an aging prostate. Call now for your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate.
Call now and we'll send every new customer a free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Just pay shipping and handling. Give Super Beta Prostate a try for free. Call 800-497-1383. 800-497-1383. 800-497-1383.
Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. This week on baseball's biggest stage, rivals clash in a crucial AL West duel as the division-leading Rangers battle the resilient Angels. Josh Hamilton powers a daunting Texas lineup against LA's dynamic young phenoms Mike Trout and Mark Trumbo.
Another long home run for Trumbo.
Sunday Night Baseball presented by Taco Bell. Rangers Angels at 8 on ESPN.
The Open Championship, golf's epic poem. A perfect storm of skill and luck, disaster and triumph. The Open Championship continues tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. Eastern on ESPN.
Thune John Kruk back with you here on ESPN's Wednesday Night Baseball. Tampa Bay with only 2 hits so far against a litany of Yankee relief pitchers.
And if a litany means a lot, yes, a litany is a lot. And there's more in the bullpen warming up, which is always special.
I'm afraid if Mariano Rivera gets up, you may leave me here. It's Boone Logan who's still in there.
Well, if he comes in this game, the Rays have made a heck of a comeback.
That's an excellent point. Damon, Zobrist, and Kochman here in the Rays' 8th.
That'll be Boone Logan's next 3 hitters. And then if Shopek comes up in this inning,
you might
looks
see
like Ayala down there in the bullpen.
Damon, a left-hander, Zobrist switch hits. They'll flip him, and then Kochman bats from the left side as well. The 1-0 to Damon. Drops it in center field, base hit. Just over the head of Nunez. And the Rays have the lead man on here. They need that. Down 7-0 bottom 8. Crucky, this is what we've seen so far. It started off with Dellin Betances, the rookie, in just his second big league appearance, first major league start. Looked okay, not bad. And then pick your poison from here on in. Logan is in there right now, and we have someone else warming up. So,
yeah, and Aaron Laffey was the workhorse, pitching an inning in a third.
A.J. Burnett came in.
2/3. Yeah, he was a workhorse. I mean,
Zobrist to left field. Damon into third. The Rays have second and third. Nobody out here, bottom 8. There's life in Tampa Bay, John Kruk.
Well, yes, there is, and it's going to be exciting now.
Second and third. Nobody out. And the batter is Casey Kochman.
Well, Kochman's last at bat, he got a hit off a lefty, so this is an unfamiliar territory for him.
Got a couple of base hits tonight, Casey Kochman. 2 singles and a ground ball to third base. Up to 307. Again, had to leave just before last night's game with chest pains. Left the clubhouse on a stretcher. It gets through Montero. Damon will stop at third.
No use risking it. No outs. Why take a chance?
You need 7 here, not 1. Take another look here.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You're on third base. You see it bounce up in the air, but you see it go up. You don't see it go back. It's tough. Depth perception, it's tough to see how far that ball got away from Montero. And you know, Johnny Damon's a veteran. He looks. You play the scoreboard now, and the scoreboard says 7-0. Why risk it?
We mentioned Kochman taken to a hospital before the game last night. Everything checked out. Had some chest pain, some tightness. Everything came back negative. He's back in the starting lineup tonight. Logan behind here, 2-1. And this is what you will see Boone Logan try and do for the Yankees in the postseason. He's here to get big left-handed outs late in games. He's got to get one here. And he hits Kochman in the hand. Bases loaded, nobody out. Something may have hit Montero as well. Jesus Montero is kneeling off to the side of home plate. Joe Girardi is out there to talk to his catcher while they look at Kochman's hand over at first base.
Well, that's the thing. When a hitter gets hit by a pitch, not only does a lot of times a hitter get pitched, especially a glancing blow like that, but the catcher always takes. You see Montero, he'll reach out to catch his ball and hits Kochman in the hand and comes down and hits Montero. It looks like in the thigh and maybe even his right hand.
I think he's coming out. That's going to be it for Jesus Montero behind the plate for the Yankees. Joe Girardi out there with his lineup card talking to Joe West, the home plate umpire. And the Rays, this has been their best chance all night. Bases loaded, no outs. And guess what, John Kruk?
Pitching change.
You got it. We got a lot going on here. Suddenly at the Trop in St. Pete. Don't you go away. We are back right after this with another Yankee pitching change. It is bases loaded, no outs for the Tampa Bay Rays. We're back in a moment.
Look closely. This $50 Buffalo gold piece is the first United States coin ever struck using .9999, that's 4 nines, pure 24-karat gold. The U.S. government had to stop production because of a shortage of specially made gold blanks. It's no wonder the price of this edition is going through the roof. Now you can reserve your own copy clad in 14 milligrams of pure gold. The final issue price was to be set at $50 per proof, but now this private non-monetary gold-clad masterpiece can be yours for only $9.95. With gold skyrocketing, price can only be guaranteed for 7 days. Each new 2012 $50 gold Buffalo Tribute proof is clad in 14 milligrams of pure gold, is proof struck, and utilizes the famous Buffalo nickel design. Strict limit of 5 proofs per caller. You must hurry. Call now.
To order, call 1-800-495-1379. That's 1-800-495-1379. Strict limit of 5 proofs per caller. Call 1-800-495-1379.
When bold performances create perfect moments.
History tonight in San Francisco.
When a rookie steals the spotlight and a phenom captures the imagination. When no-hitters are numerous. Where home runs multiply. When tradition translates into victory.
That ball is scorched.
And improbability is outweighed by hope when history happens next. Catch the postseason this October.
That kid is dangerous. A brilliant performance by Hannon Barral. Unbeaten now in 29 fights. Hannon Barral is a monster. Oh! He's out! Trying to finish the fight!
I got a lot of respect for him, but I'm going to be trying to take his head off. I'm going to do everything in my power to get that belt.
Uriah Faber. Hannon Barral. The interim bantamweight championship is on the line.
Attention spinal surgery patients who've been implanted with an infused bone graft. The infused bone graft has been associated with serious side effects, including difficulty breathing or speaking, uncontrolled bone growth, chronic arm or leg pain, sterility, nerve injuries, cancer, and neck swelling that can result in permanent injury or death. If you underwent spinal surgery and were implanted with an infused bone graft, you may be owed compensation from the manufacturer.
Call the Reliant Group at 800-661-3310.
Luis Ayala, and he's in a mess. Bases loaded, no one out. Yes, he's got a big lead here, 7-0 bottom 8. But he's got some work to do here in his 52nd appearance of the year. We have a new catcher. We saw Jesus Montero get shaken up after Kochman was hit by the pitch. Austin Romine is now behind the plate in place of Montero for the Yankees. And we have a new hitter. Damon on third. That's Zobrist on second, Koshman on first. Sam Fuld will pinch hit here for Kelly Shopping. Ayala misses 1-0. Sam Fuld off the bench. He has been Super Sam, one of the stars of our web gems on Baseball Tonight this year. And if there was ever a time for a big hit, this is it. They had Sam Fuld capes on display here earlier this season, and boy, could they use one now.
And a good job so far by Sam Fuld. So many times you're coming off the bench, you want to be aggressive early, thinking you're going to get a strike the first pitch as the pinch hitter, especially with the bases loaded. He's been very patient with Ayala.
Fuld now ahead 3-0. Luis Ayala has been very effective, just 8 earned runs allowed in his last 53 innings. But he's created a bigger mess for himself here, falling quickly behind against Fuld. 3-0. Bases full, nobody out. Fuld looks at a strike. Luis Ayala, a 1.64 ERA. Among all relief pitchers, that is third best in the American League and fifth in the majors. He's behind 3-1. Strike two.
Well, this is Sam Fuld's game. 3-1 on most guys with the bases loaded. They're up there trying to hit a grand slam like Teixeira did, but Sam Fuld's not the power guy. So, let's work it. Let's see. He'll fight pitches off. Close pitches he's going to try to fight off, and he's just going to try to do anything he can to get on base to keep the momentum going.
Payoff pitch misses, and a run comes in. And finally, John Kruk, the Rays are on the board, down 7-1 as Luis Ayala walks in a run. Take a look at ball 4. Joe West is the home plate umpire.
Well, close pitch by Ayala right here, but he hasn't really established the strike zone yet, and that ball's down in the zone. And Joe West, let me tell you, Joe West has called an excellent game here tonight. He's been very consistent. There's been no arguing from any player on a ball or strike. And when you have that many relievers, think about how difficult his job is, seeing all these different pitchers with all the different movements that they have on their pitches. Joe West has been pretty stellar tonight.
Sean Rodriguez looks at a strike. He came in to play shortstop in for Reed Bernier. He is 0 for 1 so far. 221 hitter on the year. Big swing and a miss there. He's down 0-2. What they're looking for here, I guess, is a ball in a gap somewhere. Down the line in a gap.
Yeah, if Rodriguez can figure out a way to get on base and Jennings, and then you get the power with Upton, Longoria coming up. That's just what they need, though. They got to get these guys on base.
Rodriguez hitting in the 9-hole here. Looks at a ball. Desmond Jennings, the leadoff man, is the on-deck hitter. After that, it's B.J. Upton, then Evan Longoria.
A sac fly is no good here.
The big bats are waiting in the on-deck circle for Tampa Bay.
And a double play is worse.
Ayala steps off. Ian Romine will start over. He hits Rodriguez. Another run is in. So the Rays here get 2 runs without a hit. A walk and hit batter. And now it's the top of the order, Desmond Jennings. Got him right in the ribs, and now it's 7-2. The second hit batter of this inning for Tampa Bay. And now Larry Rothschild is out there.
Tired of juggling food around flare-ups? Fed up with bonfire chicken? Frustrated when you and your wife knows you burn the steaks again? It's not you, it's your grill. Actually, it's your grates. You don't need a new grill, you need grill grates on your grill. Grill grates are simply a better cooking surface. Interlocking panels simply lay on top of any grill to form a new grilling surface. Grill grates protect food against flare-ups and keep foods juicier. One of the secrets to grill grates is the bottom. It keeps the flames from engulfing the food from below, and it keeps the juices with the food sizzling and steaming back up into the food. And you'll never burn a steak again. Grill grates sear, sizzle, radiate, and protect your food.
This is a great product. This is a must-have.
And it comes with a great tool. Half fork, half spatula, the great tool is designed to fit between the rails and reach below the food to gently lift, not scrape. No more sticking hamburgers or fish coming apart.
Don't replace your grill, replace your grates. Buy 2 or more panels and the great tool is free. Prices start at just $19.99 per panel. Call or visit buygrillgrate.com to learn about our TV specials.
This product really works.
Look at all the foods that grill better with grill grates. Barbecue chicken won't be a bonfire, vegetables won't fall through the grill or get scorched, steaks are perfectly seared, not charred. You'll never grill fish in foil or a basket again. Grill grates are interlocking raised rail panels that form a new grilling surface on any grill. The grate tool comes with grill grates. Fish and vegetables are easy to handle and won't fall through or stick to the grill. Grilled pizza is amazing. Grill grates make a great gift.
This is the best gift I ever got him. And me.
I am so confident that you will love grill grates. Try them for 30 days. If you are not completely satisfied, send them back for a full refund.
Don't replace your grill, replace your grates. Buy 2 or more panels and the grate tool is free. Prices start at just $19.99 per panel. Call or visit buygrillgrate.com to learn about our TV specials.
Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. This week on baseball's biggest stage, rivals clash in a crucial AL West duel as the division-leading Rangers battle the resilient Angels. Josh Hamilton powers a daunting Texas lineup against LA's dynamic young phenoms Mike Trout and Mark Trumbo.
Another long home run for Trumbo.
Sunday Night Baseball presented by Taco Bell. Rangers Angels at 8 on ESPN.
The Open Championship, tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. Eastern on ESPN.
Here is Desmond Jennings, their outstanding rookie batting in the leadoff spot. And this is the biggest at-bat he's had yet in his young major league career. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ball 1. Desmond Jennings has struggled. Came into tonight 0 for 18 with 7 strikeouts in his last 5 games. Ayala gets the call there, 1-1.
Well, shocker of all shockers is the Yankees bullpen getting up. And, this is a necessity get up because Ayala is struggling with his command. I mean, he missed so poorly with Rodriguez after getting 2 strikes on him. I mean, if Rodriguez leans forward, it goes behind him.
Did he go? Yes.
But now this is a play where with the speed of Jennings, he just wants to put a ball in play, try to get a run across, probably not going to turn a double play, and keep the momentum going, get another run across the board. But you can't just go out without anything right here.
Desmond Jennings hit .333 in 37 games in July and August. Came into today hitting only .165 in September. He's even here, 2-2. Ball 3.
Think of the pressure that Desmond Jennings is under right now. A rookie, a young player, bases loaded. The fans are going crazy. He knows if he gets on base, they have a chance now in this game. If not, this is the biggest bat of the game right here.
Swing and a miss. Jennings, there's one away. Ayala gets the first out of the inning, and now it's B.J. Upton.
And you can really tell, too, that's a pressure swing right there. That's not a very aggressive swing. He's taken some aggressive swings early in the game. You see that swing there, that ball just dropping out of the strike zone. But that's a young player who saw strike when it left the hand, but didn't follow the pitch all the way into the hitting zone, and it dipped out of the zone. He swung at it.
7-2 Yankees. Rays have the bases loaded, 1 out. Upton left field. The runner will tag, and the Rays will get a run. 7-3. Kochman tags and scores. And now the Rays, at least here, John Kruk, with 2 outs in the 8th, they can get the tying run on deck. And the way this night has been going for them, that's something.
Yeah, it's a positive thing for them, but they still have to throw a couple more runs across the board because, Mariano Rivera, if he knew he wasn't going to be used, I don't know if he'd be sitting down in that bullpen. And, again, do you want to use him in this game? You probably don't. But if he knew he wasn't playing, he's in the dugout or in the clubhouse. He's sitting out there for a reason. If this game gets closer, Longoria pops one right here. They get out of the 8th. Don't be surprised if he comes in the 9th.
Longoria steps out, first and second, 2 outs. The Rays down 7-3. We saw Corey Wade warming up for the Yankees. Longoria, fly ball, left field. Home run! It looked like Ayala hung one, and Longoria didn't miss it.
And no, he really did, and that's the at-bat right there. The Desmond Jennings at-bat, we said was a big at-bat. He takes that pitch. We now have a tied baseball game. But the young kid swung, made an out, but this game is not over now. And Mariano Rivera might be in this game, Steve.
And John Jaso, pinch hitting, swings at the first pitch from Ayala. He lines a base hit into right field, and now, remarkably, the Rays have the go-ahead run at the plate in 2 outs here, bottom 8. They were down 7-0. They have trailed all night long.
And has Johnny Damon ever hit a big home run against the Yankees?
1 or 2.
Tough to elevate, though, for a left-handed hitter against Ayala because he throws that hard sinker. So if Damon's going to hit the ball out, he might have to go the other way with it, which is not his strong suit.
Wade still the only pitcher up in the Yankee bullpen. He appears to be in no hurry. Here's Johnny Damon. Damon looks at a strike. It's 1-1. I think we're going to have a pinch runner in here, John Kruk. They're going to run for Jaso. Elliott Johnson is the new pitch runner. He is the tying run that the Rays desperately need here with 2 outs in the 8th. Johnson takes off with a pitch. The throw from Romine. 2!
Now it's pick your poison for Joe Girardi. You know what Johnny Damon brings to the table? Clutch hits him throughout his entire career, especially in big situations, playoffs, World Series. Do you pitch around him now? How do you go about this? Do you want to pitch with Ben Zobrist? I mean, this is decision time now for Joe Girardi. I love this. He came right off the bench. And
wow.
It didn't look like he even stopped. He exchanged high fives with Jaso and said, okay, I got to get the second.
Got a great jump. Damon fouls one near the Rays dugout. Tremendous jump there by Johnson.
Johnny Damon's timing's been off. Even the base hit he got was a broken bat off the end of the bat, little flare into left field over Nunez's head. He's been out in front of a lot of balls, hooking balls foul. He needs to stay back right here and try to hit something the other way because Ayala's not going to come inside.
The Rays have the tying run in scoring position with 2 outs. They need a base hit here to possibly save their season or at least force a playoff game here tomorrow against the Red Sox. Popped him up. Pena wants it. Evan Longoria has made this a baseball game again. His 30th home run of the year. A shot to left field. And the Rays, they were down 7-0. We'll go to the 9th. It's suddenly become a dramatic baseball game here at the Trop. Yankees lead Tampa Bay 7-6. We're going top 9 back after this.
Pay attention to see how you could get $1,000 in your bank account tomorrow.
So I was having money issues and living paycheck to paycheck when the car I was using every day to get to work broke down. That's when I found WeFixMoney.com. WeFixMoney.com was quick and easy, and they got me $900 in my bank account the next day. They have a nationwide network of lenders who are available and willing to help people like you and me get cash fast.
Use it for car repairs, unexpected bills, or to hold you over till your next payday. So if you're over 18 with a monthly income of at least $800, log on now to WeFixMoney.com and you can get up to $1,000 in your bank account in as little as 24 hours. It takes just 2 minutes to apply and costs you nothing. Customer service is available 24 hours a day.
Trust me. Trust them. Log on to WeFixMoney.com.
Log on to WeFixMoney.com and you can get up to $1,000 in your bank account. Log on to WeFixMoney.com today.
An important message about dental insurance.
Hi, I'm Bill. I recently retired and my wife and I don't have it anymore.
I'm Joanne and I'm self-employed. I just don't know where I can get it.
I see. You all bring up valid concerns. Fortunately, there's a simple solution to help you with your needs. Encore Dental.
Call now to get Encore Dental. It's real insurance that covers you for up to 100% on preventative care and up to 50% on basic and major procedures. Plans start at $22.99 a month and your acceptance is guaranteed. Plus, you can even keep your own dentist. Encore Dental is for you.
John, did you want to share something?
I've got Encore Dental. It's great. I'm just here for the free coffee and donuts.
Call 1-800-671-6612 or visit our website to apply today. That's 1-800-671-6612.
The season is on the line for the Tampa Bay Rays. It's 7-6, bottom 9, and they are on their feet here at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg. Now time for the one-a-day men's game-changing moment. Evan Longoria, John Kruk, a 3-run home run in what turned out to be a 6-run Rays 8.
Yeah, after getting a couple outs right there, they needed something big from him, and that is him. That is why he's in the middle of that lineup. That's why he's the catalyst, the RBI guy. Unbelievable job by Evan Longoria.
Here is the 10th. That is double digits, the 10th Yankee pitcher of the night. Corey Wade will work tonight.
And it's not Mariano Rivera.
One-a-day men's encourages you to change your game when it comes to health and wellness. Visit changeyourgame.com to check out exclusive video from the pros. Corey Wade in to face Ben Zobrist.
Zobrist has been aggressive early in the count, and a lot of his at-bats so far tonight. See what happens here.
Looks at a ball 1-0. Zobrist doubled in the 8th. Red Sox and Orioles in a rain delay in Baltimore. Boston leads 3-2. This is a one-run game as well. It was 7-0. Now it's 7-6. 1-1. Zobrist swings, fly ball center field. 1 away. Brett Gardner now out there in center field. And if he's in a Yankee uniform, he's pretty much played tonight. Joe Madden looking over his lineup card next to his bench coach Dave Martinez. Casey Kochman, the hitter now for the Rays, down to their final 2 outs.
And more bullpen help.
And the Red Sox, there's the score. They lead 3-2. A Boston win and Tampa Bay loss means the Rays season ends here. Kochman has 2 base hits. He's up 1-0. Single in the 2nd, single in the 6th. He was hit by a pitch in the 8th. That 6-run Tampa Bay 8th that turned a 7-0 game into a 1-run game. One.
See a pattern by Corey Wade so far?
What do you got?
Well, fastball away for up and away for a ball, and then a breaking ball for a strike. See if he throws a breaking ball here. Change up.
As we saw those National League games, the Phillies and Braves are tied up right now 3-3 in extra innings. And they're in the 11th. The Cardinals have won at Houston, so a lot of drama there in the National League as well. 2-1 to Kochman, swung on, foul.
Well, Casey Kochman's a guy that tries to hit the ball the other way, has a natural inside-out swing, but every once in a while when he gets ahead in the count, even though he's only hit 10 home runs this season, he'll try to jump one to try to get a game-tying or a game-winning home run. He'll try to jump one and get out in front. Got out in front just a little too much on that one.
Ground ball third base. Chavez backhands it. 2 outs. Tampa Bay down to its last out. It looks like they will recall Sam Fuld, who was in the on-deck circle. Fuld is taking off his helmet, and we're going to see a pinch hitter here. Dan Johnson is going to become the last chance for the Rays. And Crucky, he has got home run power.
He really does, and this is what they need. 2 outs, you know, more than likely with 2 outs, unless he hits an extra base hit and then you get a single. But, you know, it's hard to string together 2 or 3 hits with 2 outs and score a run. So, you know, Joe Maddon's rolling the dice right here. And, you know, look, if Fuld gets on, he can steal second. So if Johnson hits a single, yes, it helps, but it's not the same as Sam Fuld being on base. But they're not looking for a single right here. They're looking for something to get out of this ballpark.
Johnson looks at a strike. Yankees leading Tampa Bay 7-6. 2 outs, bottom 9. 1-1. Johnson checks. Joe West says strike. Rays down to their last strike here.
Well, here's the battle as the hitter right now. You just got to put it in play and hope.
2-2. Johnson capable of tying this thing with 1 swing, and that's what Joe Maddon is hoping for here. Sean Rodriguez is on deck. Here's the 2-2 from Corey Way. Foul left side.
Imagine sitting here as long as Dan Johnson has had to sit, watching pitcher after pitcher parade in this game. And now you got to go up there with 2 outs in the 9th inning, a 1-run game with basically your season on the line.
Johnson swings. Fly ball right field. Home run! Dan Johnson has hit a 2-out bottom of the 9th inning home run, and we are tied at 7 at the Trop. John Kruk, you said it. Joe Maddon needed the big fly, and he got it.
Well, he didn't put Dan Johnson up there to hit a broken bat single the other way. He wanted the 1 run, and he wanted it quickly. And Dan Johnson, the longer the at-bat went, because Corey Wade's not a big strikeout guy, not a power guy, the more you can see of his pitches, the better chance you have. Johnson worked him. He fouled a couple off and got one he liked and delivered. And look at Joe Maddon and David Martinez, the bench coach, elated. Now a big tie game.
They have come from 9 games down in the wild card race. They have come from 7 runs down here tonight. 6 in the game. 1 big one here with 2 outs in the 9th. And the Rays have tied the Yankees 7-7, and we have the 11th pitcher of the night for the Yankees. Here it is. Dan Johnson ties it.
He's done it before, and that's just a back leg. And you know what? I'm gonna take my chances right here. He gets right. He gets location right. He gets velocity right, and just put it on the board. And I tell you what, no better feeling in the world than to come back from where they came from to tie this game. Now with a chance to either win it or play tomorrow.
Down 9 games, down 7 runs. We are tied up in the 9th here at the Trop. And Joe Girardi will call on his 11th pitcher of the evening. His 11th, it's Scott Proctor.
Wow.
You said it. You called it.
Not here to hit a single. Tell you, as tough a season as Johnson has had, starting out as the everyday first baseman, the 4th hitter, the guy that they were hoping would hit 20, 25, 30 homers. Disappointing season. But I tell you what, if Tampa Bay wins this game and they go on to the playoffs, that might have been the biggest at bat of the season for them right there with 2 outs.
Has to be.
Without question, but I mean, especially for him, because it's not been a great season for him. Lost his job early. Kochman took over, and Dan Johnson, I mean, right there, everything is forgotten how his season went if they can continue on and win this thing.
The 9th place hitter, Sean Rodriguez, steps in against Scott Proctor. High for a ball, 1-0. 11 pitchers for the Yankees.
If I'm Sean Rodriguez right here, Proctor very proud of his fastball. Slider first pitch ball. I'm going early and trying to jump it.
Rodriguez swing and a miss.
And that's what I'd have done because he threw him a breaking ball.
82 in the radar gun, and Joe Madden confers with Dave Martinez, his bench coach.
Well, Romine wanted the fastball because Proctor shook him off, and Proctor's the one, the veteran, wanted the breaking ball.
Rodriguez swings, foul down the left side. As will all the pitchers on our Baseball Tonight staff tell us, the catcher suggests a pitch, and
yes,
the pitcher approves it. Oral Hershiser is a big one for that.
What else that home run by Dan Johnson suggested was that Evan Longoria and B.J. Upton are going to get another at bat in this game, unless Rodriguez goes deep right here.
Rodriguez down 1-2. Ground ball. Nunez. No play. The winning run is on here in the bottom of the 9th. And the top of the order is up in Desmond Jennings.
Well, Romine's supposed to be the better of the defensive catchers between he and Montero. Montero, of course, the better hitter. So it's going to be interesting to see if Sean Rodriguez runs right here. Proctor, a veteran guy, he will slide step on occasion, but, you know, pretty good move to first base, but he can be slow to home. So, you know, hey, if Rodriguez is going to go early.
Proctor throws over, and Rodriguez is back. Austin Romine came in late in this game after Jesus Montero had to leave. He had a hit by a pitch that hit both the batter and the catcher, and Montero got the worst of it. He's out of the game. Romine now behind the plate. Rodriguez off first. Holds. Strike.
I always liked it as a hitter with a base runner on base that he would go early in the count to give me a chance to work, you know, because I'm going to take a strike for him. Okay, now it's 0-1, but I still get 2 more strikes. You know, once you wait till a strike, or now if he runs and it's 2 strikes, now you're battling as a hitter.
Rodriguez stays put again, and it's 1-1. Do you want to know if he's going?
No, I can sense if he's going. I can hear it. I can hear him. Someone will yell going, and I'll know. But you see Proctor, though, he's slide stepping, he's throwing over, he's changing his rhythm. He's not going, you know, 1, 2, 3, go.
Still holding. Strike, it's 1-2. Rodriguez is getting a decent lead, and he's certainly leaning towards second base. But that's about it.
Well, now it's tough because it's such an easy count right now. 1-2 to pitch out. Proctor's not a guy that walks guys, so you know, if you want to, Romine can pitch out right here, thinking that Rodriguez might be going.
Oh!
And he got him.
They got him leaning. He's back safe. He was leaning towards second base, little stutter step, and he just did get back in time.
Well, a lot of times the guy was unsure of himself as a base stealer. The first pitch of the at-bat, he took a stutter step, and Proctor threw over.
Watch this.
And so he stayed. And this one here, he was going from the get-go. And Proctor, I told you, had a good move. Should have had him.
Here's the 1-2. Rodriguez goes. Back up the middle. Proctor Proctor had no play. It goes through, and they get the out. We are going to extra innings here at the Trop. This game was 7-0. Then it was 7-6, and Dan Johnson with a bottom of the ninth, 2 out, pinch hit home run has perhaps saved Tampa Bay's season. They're still playing here at the Trop. We're going top 10, 7-7.
Hi, I'm Joe Theismann, and after every broadcast, I'd have to race to the closest bathroom because my aging prostate was really giving me fits. I was having the same problem as a lot of guys over 50, but it was really hard to know what to do. Whatever you're doing, back and forth, up and down, again and again, you have sudden repeated urges to go to the bathroom, wherever you are. And at night, you're up, wondering, when am I finally going to get a good night's sleep? It's exhausting. Fortunately, I found Super Beta Prostate and even got a free bottle. What a difference it's made in my life. Now I don't have to go to the bathroom as often, and I usually sleep through the night, waking up refreshed and ready to tackle anything. What's so special about Super Beta Prostate? It's the most widely used supplement supporting a healthy prostate. If Super Beta Prostate didn't work so well, there's no way they would have sold over 5 million bottles worldwide. Super Beta Prostate is an all-natural prostate health supplement made from a scientific breakthrough plant sterol called beta-cytosterol, which relieves your sudden urges to go to the bathroom. You'd have to take 100 saw palmetto capsules to get the same amount of beta-cytosterol as you would from just one Super Beta Prostate tablet.
If you want a stronger urine flow and more complete emptying of your bladder, I recommend Super Beta Prostate. Super Beta Prostate works.
Now with Super Beta, I find that I can comfortably get to my destination without the concern of this uncontrollable urge to want to use the bathroom.
Once I started taking Super Beta, it just changed my life. Now getting up maybe only once, I have more energy the next day.
So if you're tired of waking up so often at night to go, or just tired of not enjoying those special moments in your life, try a bottle of Super Beta Prostate. We're so confident that Super Beta Prostate will work for you, we'll give you a bottle for free.
Call now and we'll send every new customer a free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Just pay shipping and handling. Give Super Beta Prostate a try for free.
Call 800-865-1321. 800-865-1321.
Baseball tonight is the sweet spot for all the midsummer storylines.
It is breathtaking to watch them at their age.
Whose hot starts will keep sizzling?
How about that?
Which contenders are for real?
Clint Hurdle's doing a heck of a job with that team.
Who's looking for help?
What moves is he possibly going to make with this team?
And who's poised to push through the dog days?
I think it's the Nationals that are going to run this thing to the end. I just do.
As the summer heats up, Baseball Tonight is the sweet spot. Every day on ESPN and ESPN2.
Here at Tropicana Field, where we had a 2-out, bottom of the ninth inning home run. They just got one in Baltimore. The Orioles, down to their last out, have tied the Red Sox 3-3 at Camden Yards. The score was just posted here at the Trop, and everyone noticed. Nolan Reimold has tied it for the Orioles. A 2-out, ninth inning home run. Pardon me, double. Not a home run, a double. 3-3, Red Sox and Orioles. Nolan Reimold doubles in the tying run with 2 outs. The Rays looking for some drama here. Home half of the 12th at the Trop. And it'll be Upton, Longoria, and Lobatone to face the Yankees' Scott Proctor. Proctor may pitch a complete game out there all by himself.
He might go 9, yes. But here's the advantage, the offense. A lot of times you see a reliever, you see him once, you won't see him again for another 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month. They've seen Proctor now for the going through the second time, so this might be an interesting inning for the Rays.
Here's Upton down 0-1. So the Red Sox were 1 out away from winning in Baltimore. That game's not over yet, but it's 3-3 now. And of course, if the Red Sox lose there, the Rays could still lose this game and host the AL wildcard playoff here tomorrow afternoon. Or what is now this afternoon here, as we just went after midnight on the East Coast there, John Crook.
We did?
Yeah, it's past your bedtime.
It is.
Steve Berthiaume, John Crook with you. It's Wednesday Night Baseball. What a game it's been here at the Trop in St. Pete. Upton takes a big swing and a miss. The Baltimore Orioles have just beaten the Boston Red Sox. That game has just gone final. Orioles 4, Red Sox 3. Baltimore trailed 3-2 in the ninth. They win it 4-3. We're waiting to see that up there, and once it's official up there, they will go bonkers here at the Trop.
Not that there's an advantage of playing extra innings, but if that game is over and the Rays know it, you think James Shields is coming in this game? No way.
Now, B.J. Upton in there waves off Joe West, and Joe calls time.
Well, the Rays players are clapping like they know something, so apparently that is true, that the Baltimore Orioles beat the Red Sox, and I guarantee it, James Shields is back in the clubhouse somewhere.
Upton swings, and there's one away. Well, everybody has a cell phone and a smartphone and the whole thing, and in these days of social media and whatnot, everybody knows before it's officially posted on the board. The board here still says Red Sox 3, Orioles 3. I'm not sure that anyone here completely trusts their phones until they see it up on the big red board. And it's funny how that game is highlighted in red here in the left field corner. It very much stands out at Tropicana Field. There it is, still 3-3, 2 outs in the ninth. Evan Longoria, 1 out in the 12th. Ball 1. It was Longoria who hit the big 3-run home run as part of that 6-run Tampa Bay 8th. They were down 7-0. They made it 7-6. Johnson tied it in the ninth with a pinch hit home run, and that's how we got here. 7-7, bottom 12. Longoria looks at a strike, 1-1. It is official. It just went up, and you can hear the roar. There's Longoria's 3-run home run in the 8th. That was a big jolt of energy here for these fans of the Trop, and there it is. Final, Orioles 4, Red Sox 3. Boston has lost. If Tampa Bay can win this game, they will win the American League wild card. Steve Berthiaume, John Kruk here with you on Wednesday Night Baseball, Tropicana Field. Evan Longoria, even 2-2. The Rays trailed the Yankees 7-0. They got a 6-run 8th inning, led by the batter here, Longoria. A big 3-run home run that made it 7-6. There were 2 outs in the ninth. Dan Johnson hit a pinch hit home run to tie it, and here we are. Longoria fouled away. The Yankees led 7-0 for most of the game. Mark Teixeira hit an early grand slam. Teixeira followed later with a solo shot. The Yankees were up 7-0. Then Joe Girardi put in his irregular lineup, and most of the Yankee regulars now watching from the dugout here, and it's a patchwork Yankee group out there for Joe Girardi as we have reached the 12th inning here. Longoria up there 2-2 against Scott Proctor. Longoria, line drive, left field. Home run! The Rays win! The Tampa Bay Rays have won the American League wild card. Evan Longoria's second home run of the night wins the wild card for the Rays. We wouldn't be here without Dan Johnson, who hit a big 2-out pinch hit home run in the ninth inning. Dan, Steve Berthiaume, and John Kruk with you. Tell us about your attack.
You know, it kind of sprung up on me. You know, I was up in the cage, and one of the security guys ran up and said, "Hey, you're hitting." So I ran back down, and you know, I was just trying to get a good pitch to hit, and it ended up ending well for me.
Isn't that what happened to Kirk Gibson in '88? Hey, you're hitting, get in there.
Yeah. I don't know if it was the same thing, but, you know, I just so fortunate to be able to get that chance and then capitalize on it.
Dan, how was this team able to come from 9 games back and 7 runs down?
Oh, man. If you have the formula, I'd love to know it. It'd make you a lot of money. You know, this team is just grinders. I mean, all we do is go out there and try to win every night. And, you know, it was one of those things we just got the opportunity and we did it.
What was the mood in the dugout when it was clear that David Price was struggling early and you were in that quick 7-0 hole?
You know, it was one of those things where we just kept grinding it out again. And, you know, we knew we needed a big inning. And, you know, when it started off, was it the 8th, I believe, that we started off getting the runners on, and then the big hit by pitch. I think that really turned everybody around. And then Longo coming up with that big home run again. Just enough to give us a chance.
Dan, thanks very much. Congratulations. We'll see you in the postseason.
You bet. All right. Thank you.
What a night here at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg. The fans are not leaving, John Crook.
Well,
why should they?
They shouldn't. It's time to party. And I know it's a Wednesday night, but you know what? Hey, it ended in a Y, don't it? So let's go have fun.
They're having a ball down there on the field. The Tampa Bay Rays, they have watched this team come back all month long, all night long. And when that score went up from Baltimore, the fact that the Orioles had come back to tie and then beat the Red Sox, there was that just injection of optimism, and suddenly it was all set, and Longoria came through with all the pieces in place.
And you hear so many players say something about, you know, we don't want help. You know, we want to do it ourselves. Well, the Rays needed help from Boston. They got it because Boston was awful in the month of September.
And now they take this postseason enthusiasm into the wild card. What do you expect from them after here?
I think they're going to carry. Look, they say maybe a little hangover, maybe a little, little letdown, but I don't think so with this team. I don't think Joe Madden will allow it.
Perhaps the most dramatic night in the history of the Tampa Bay Rays franchise. The Rays down 7-0 on the season's final day.
Sports Network. Go to rotoworld.com for your fantasy football draft guide. Dominate.
Would you have been